today. I did not get a chance to come on this morning, so I am doing an afternoon motivation. And today I want to talk about how important it is to take care of your health and how important it is to just take care of yourself overall. So we have to do better as people, and we have to discipline ourselves to eat well, to exercise, to pay attention to your body. Make sure that you're getting checkups. Make sure you're taking your vitamins. Your supplements are so important. It's important to make sure your body is not deficient of D3, B12, B6, B1. Those are very important vitamins. Vitamin C. And a lot of times you can get a complex vitamin that will have all of these things in, like B complex contains a B1, B6, B12, or to get the most benefits out of those vitamins, you can get them separately or individually, a B6, B1, B12. I'm naming off vitamins that I take for myself, but these vitamins are very essential to your health. Exercising. Are you exercising? What time do you get up in the morning? I know a lot of people work day shift. A lot of people work in the morning time, but get up a little bit earlier. Set your alarm to get up at 6 instead of getting up at 7 o'clock. Make sure that you're stretching your body. Make sure you're exercising. Find out what your ideal weight is for your height. Make sure that you're meeting that and work out. Get you a gym membership. Get in the gym. If you can't afford a membership at the time, work out from home. There's always options to be able to exercise from home. So there's no excuse. We can exercise from home. Even if you have a gym membership, it's always good to still exercise from home because you are disciplining yourself to exercise. You're disciplining yourself to work out. Imagine what would happen if you got up every day and did not exercise. Yes, I know you exercise when you walk to get in your car and get out and when you go to work, but you still have to exercise. You still have to stretch. You still have to do things that are above the average. And I know you guys can hear my baby in the background. So I am doing a live inside my house, and my kids are here. So you will hear my kids in the background. I'm almost done. You will hear my children in the background. That's okay. This isn't like an official show, but it is a part of my podcast, and I am at home recording. So I'm not going to try to blend them out in the background, but I will try and keep them quiet um, just a little bit. So, anywho, right now I am on a weight loss journey myself, and I've always been very small. I've always had the perfect body, and at one point in time, my neurologist thought that I had an autoimmune condition, and I allowed him to treat me for 3 years because I exhibited every symptom. I exhibited every symptom of this particular condition. But if you know anything about autoimmune conditions like thyroid, lupus, and different things like that, they all mimic each other. And so they could possibly think that you have one and you don't, or you have the other. My body was completely deficient in probably all vitamins because at the time I was having issues with my thyroid, and I've always had hyperthyroidism. which can turn into an autoimmune condition called Graves' disease. Graves' disease results from a thyroid condition, hyperactive thyroid condition that's not that goes for so long without being properly treated. So anyway, my neurologist thought that I had an autoimmune condition called myasthenia gravis, and if you've never heard of it, it affects your muscles and it affects your ability to do anything that your muscles does. It affects the nervous system because the nerves are not properly communicating with the muscles in order to tell you to do things like breathe, speak, open your eyes, close them. So it is a very debilitating condition. So after being treated for 3 years, I found out that I never had it. I never got well within those 3 years, and he referred me to go and see another neurologist at a more complex hospital that could specialize in things like that. So I went, they conducted a nerve test that took every bit of 5 minutes, and the neurologist, excuse me, she just walked out the door, and I said, "Excuse me, do I have, MG?" And she said, "No, you don't have it." And she just left the room. And so I was astonished. Yeah, I was relieved because I did not have that debilitating condition. So, one thing that I tell everybody, always make sure you get multiple opinions, which I had sought out to get other medical opinions, but those people were telling me that I didn't have that condition. It was my thyroid that was off. But this particular neurologist, he kept telling me that was not true. They don't know what they're talking about. You do have myasthenia gravis. And I listened to him because I was also told that he was a wonderful neurologist. He was great at what he did. And I mean, I just believed him. Every symptom that I had said that I had this condition. And so, as a result of the treatment for that condition, one of the treatments are blood infusions. Um, I did ask him for the treatments because I believed that I had it because that was what he diagnosed me with, and I didn't have it. So, long story short, um, I took the infusions, and the infusions made me gain a lot of weight, a lot of weight. And so, you know, I'm I still look great. I still have a really nice figure. I still have my curves, but I'm not the weight that I was. And it has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with getting older because my genetics, everyone in my family on my dad's side is tall and skinny. Everyone's tall and skinny. Everyone's tall and slim. They're tall and skinny. And so I've always been tall and slim. And so now I put on the weight. And because it was due to medication, it has been tough to get it off. So, because I went through that, I now talk a lot about health and how important it is to keep your body fit. And everybody's built different, so everybody's not going to be able to be slim. Um, but if you don't like the way that you look, you should do something about it. If you're not happy with your weight, you should do something about it. And it's okay to exercise. There are some people that exercise and they're still, they may be big boned. I'm not a big bone person. I'm a small bone person, but I got some thighs on me, and I guess I don't mind it. It's just I want I just want to be the size that I was. So I'm on a weight loss journey. I'm going to see if maybe I can lose 15 pounds. I'm going to try. I have been fasting lately. I do eat appropriately. And I do take my supplements. So everything that I speak about, I don't just get on here and talk. I am taking the supplements that I just recommended for other people to try and to take. I'm exercising. I wake up early. I fast. I do like a Sunday fast. I haven't yet did a 7-day fast. I'm afraid. I've never did a 7-day fast. That is a lot, but I am going to try it. I just don't know when. But for now, I'm on a intermittent fast, and an intermittent fasting is where you only eat between the hours of maybe 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. or 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., nothing after. So I am on the hours of 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Those are the hours that I eat. And I don't eat anything after. And so last night I woke up in the middle of the night and I was so hungry. But it was outside of my fasting hours. And so I did not eat. But I wanted to. My stomach was grumbling, it was growling. I felt sick. And I was like, geez, I hope I can fall back to sleep and don't wake back up until the morning. So, with that being said, I overslept and then I was not able to do my morning live. I do a very short morning motivation every morning. And then I start on my content. And for those who are not familiar with me, I am an artist. I'm a music artist, but as an artist, I am creative. So I do other things like write, I create art, I'm a composer. And right now, me and my team are launching a TV network app. It is an independent TV network and it is called Vision Network, which is the name of this channel. So we are doing a full and complete launch in spring of this year. So I'll say May. May will be the complete launch. And I'm very proud of this. We will have, there's a documentary series and there's a reality TV series and there is a music vault. And the music vault is for independent music artists. And so we will be streaming their videos. And this is something that I'm very proud of. It's something that I've wanted to do for 6 years. I know everything is not going to be peachy perfect. It is independent. So, it's going to take some time for it to go as big as Zeus or Tubi, or like another TV app. But it is my major project right now. It is my major goal. And so I do still compose music. I do still sing, but I don't perform currently. I don't know when I will again. Right now, this is what I'm working on. And if you are a musician or artist and you're listening to this, being an independent artist is difficult, but it's not, it just because it's hard, it doesn't mean it's not doable. And you need to be seen and you need to be heard. So you need to be trying to get yourself on a reality show. You need to be trying to get yourself on TV. Reality TV is everything. For artists, influencers, actors, anyone that is trying to make a name for themselves in the entertainment industry, it is very important that you're seen. It's very important that you try and get on a reality show. It's very important that you go and catch a role in one of these independent films. It's very important that you promote yourself as much as you possibly can. Get yourself a billboard, get yourself a PR if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices and you're gonna have to put money into your promotion. Just gliding along your independent career for free, free promotion, free this, free that, is not going to benefit you at all. And you will stay, your career will stay at a standstill. So you have to be able to put some things into that. You do. I'm drinking a spearmint tea right now, which is very good for you. Um, that is another thing that works. Tea is very important. It is very important to put something on your stomach the first thing in the morning. It's very important to put hot water on your stomach. To have a small cup of um, water, a small cup of hot water, or a small cup of tea. It is very important. So let that be the first thing that you put on your stomach in the morning. It has to be water. It has to be water, or it has to be tea. Tea is actually a detox. Um, yeah, it's a detox, and it's a really good detox. So yeah. But again, so some of the vitamins that I take are K2 plus D3. I do take beet, beetroot chews. Those are good for your cardiovascular health. B1, I take a B complex, a B12, and yeah, B complex with C. I take a B complex with C because I was originally taking a C vitamin and it was so harsh on my GI, like it was so harsh on my stomach. Um, I don't know if anybody else is taking C and it made them nauseous or sick or anything like that, but it made me sick. And so I had to stop taking it. So for right now, I'm taking a B complex with C. It contains C. So, yes, it's very important. Take some time to work out, change your eating habits, like change the way that you eat. Um, Eliminate sugar and gluten as much as possible, if not completely. You don't have to go vegan, but there are ways to not include vegan in your body. Vegan is so harsh and it's so bad. I mean, vegan, gluten, I'm sorry. There's ways to not go completely vegan because that's definitely not something that I want to do. But eliminating gluten from your body is doable and it's really good for you. It's really good for you. So take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of your health. Get routine checkups, especially you men out there. A lot of our men do not go to the doctor as much as they should. They're not getting regular checkups, and when they are going to the clinic, the first thing people are saying or asking them is what's wrong with them. Nothing's wrong with them. They need a checkup. Everyone needs a checkup. Um, you have to take care of yourself. So that is so important. And ladies, urge your men to go out here and get checkups. Make sure they're getting routine checkups. Guys, don't wait until something is wrong with you and then you're at the clinic. You just need to get, you need to be getting a checkup either every 6 months or once a year. They say an annual checkup is great. Excuse me. But you should be going to the dentist once every 6 months. And um, I say you should get a routine checkup twice a year. I wouldn't wait a whole year for a routine checkup. A lot of things could go wrong with your body in a year's time. So you don't want to wait a year, right? Thank you for listening. And those who come back and listen to this live, thank you for listening and have a blessed day.